A crazy person will beat 9 people to death with a steel dildo, but he'll be wearing a Bugs Bunny suit at the time.
No matter what, you get beat with that steel dildo. Except one, he's in his normal wear, and another one is gonna be dressed up in costume. What the fuck? Hey yo, what's happening, peoples? It's your boy Blaze here. Welcome back to another installment of Venomous Reloaded. You see me, and today we're gonna be checking out some good old comedy, and who better to check out than none other than the GOAT, George Carlin. And the title, woo, I already know this is gonna be off the rails, hilarious, and informative, but mostly hilarious. Balance the budget. Balance the budget. Woo! What those 3 words mean in today's society. I mean, because when you think about it, when it comes to like the whole budget for the whole entire country, yeah, it's all kinds of fucked. It's all kinds of fucked. And this is coming from George Carlin. He's going to give you the breakdown on how to balance it properly. Now, let's get into some comedy, shall we? Let's go.
Listen, hey, I got a lot of good ideas. Balance the stupid fucking budget. Here's another
Cut
idea.
to the chase.
I'm gonna save you a whole lot of money on prisons, but at the same time, we are still going to remove from society many of our more annoying citizens. 4 groups are going away permanently. First group, violent criminals. Here's what you do with these Emmy Award winners. You take the entire state of Kansas. You move everybody out. You give them a couple of $100 for their inconvenience, you know.
Damn.
Gotta be fair. And then you move them out, you put a big 10-story electric fence around Kansas, and Kansas becomes a permanent prison farm for violent criminals. No parole, no police, no supplies. The only thing you give them is lethal weapons and live ammunition so they can communicate in a meaningful way. Then you put the whole thing on cable TV. The Violence Network, VNN. And for a corporate sponsor, you get one of those companies that loves to smear its logo feces all over the landscape. Budweiser will jump at this shit in half a minute.
They would.
All right, next group, sex criminals. Completely incurable.
Lord.
You gotta lock them up. You could outlaw religion, and most of these sex crimes would disappear in a couple of generations. But we don't have time for rational solutions. Much easier to fence off another rectangular state. Rectangular states are cheaper to fence, saves the taxpayers money, you know? This time, Wyoming. Only for true sex offenders. We're not going to bother consenting adults who like to dress up in leather Boy Scout uniforms and smash each other in the head with ball-peen hammers while they take turns blowing their cat. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. It's a victimless hobby. And think of how good the cat must feel.
That poor unfortunate cat. But damn, when you think about it, that would be the most insane logical breakdown on how to deal with certain people of criminal activity. But damn. Why you have to say Wyoming for the S offenders? Out of all places, Wyoming. Oh, this is insane.
No, we're only going to lock up rapists and molesters. Those hopeless romantics. Who are so full of love, they can't help getting a little of it on you. Usually on your leg. You take all these heavy-breathing fun seekers, and you stick them in Wyoming. And you let them suck, fuck, and fondle. You let them blow, chew, sniff, lick, whip, gobble, and cornhole each other until their testicles are whistling, "Oh, come all ye faithful."
whistling their own national anthem. That's insane.
Then you turn on the cameras and you got the Sperm Channel. And don't forget our corporate sponsor. We're going to let Budweiser put little logo patches on the rapist pants right here. This pud's for you.
I guarantee you Budweiser will jump at the chance at that. Because they don't care. Oh my God. Yo, dude is off the rails, man. But I love it.
All right. Next group. Drug addicts and alcoholics. Not all of them, don't get nervous. Just the ones who are making life difficult for at least one other person. And we're not going to bother first offenders. People deserve a chance to clean up. Everyone will get 12 chances to clean up. Okay.
12 chances,
15. That's fine. And that's it. You can't make it in 15 tries. Off you go to Colorado. A perfect place for staying loaded. Each week, all of the illegal drugs confiscated in the United States that the police and DEA don't keep for their own personal use will be airdropped into Colorado. And we're going to turn the Coors Brewery over to the beer-drinking assholes, and everyone can stay wasted, wired, stoned, bombed, hammered, smashed, and shit-faced round the clock on another new cable channel, Shit-Face Central. This is the real Rocky Mountain High.
Shit-Face Central. Live in 4K. Love it.
Okay, I've saved my favorite group for last.
Oh, which one is this?
The maniacs and crazy people. Yeah. The ones who live out where the buses don't run. And I distinguish between maniacs and crazy people. A maniac will beat 9 people to death with a steel dildo. A crazy person will beat 9 people to death with a steel dildo, but he'll be wearing a Bugs Bunny suit at the time.
No matter what, you get beat with that steel dildo. Except one, he's in his normal wear, and another one is gonna be dressed up in costume. What the fuck? Oh my God, I quit, bro. I quit.
So you can't put them all away. You know, you got to keep some of them around just for the entertainment. Like a guy who tells you the King of Sweden is using his penis as a radio transmitter to send anti-Semitic lesbian meatloaf recipes to Soupy Sales and Marvin Hamlish.
I quit.
A guy like that, you want to give him his own radio show. No, the Maniac Farm will be reserved strictly for hopeless cases, like a guy who gets a big tattoo on his chest of Liza Minnelli taking a shit. You know? And he tells you if he wiggles a certain way, it looks like she's wiping her ass, you know?
Oh, no. No.
A guy like that, you want to get him into custody as quickly as possible.
Yeah, ASAP.
Now, for the Maniac Farm, I think there's no question we got to go with Utah. Utah, easy to fence.
Damn.
Easy to fence, right next to Wyoming and Colorado is right next to Kansas, and that means all 4 groups of our most amusing citizens are now in one place, except for the big fences. And I think I have another one of my really good ideas for cable TV. Gates. Small sliding gates in the fences. Think of what you've got here. Think of what you've got.
The people's gonna be like next door neighbors, so to speak. for the whole fences, and those states are not too far from each other. They're practically next door to each other. Just put a few gates in between them, so that way they could be like, "Howdy, neighbor. How are you?" George Carlin is a fool, man. But you know what? He tells a hell of a story. I can't hold you.
Predators, degenerates, crackheads, and fruitcakes. 900 miles of fence separating them. Every 50 miles, you put a small sliding gate. But the gates are only 10 inches wide, and they're only open once a month for 7 seconds.
Oh.
And you know something? Fuck cable. This shit has got to be on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view gonna make a lot of money off of it.
Because if those gates are only open 7 seconds a month, you are going to have some mighty interesting people pushing and shoving to be first online.
Mm-hmm.
Deeply disturbed, armed, cranky lunatics on drugs. You know the ones.
Not a good
A lot
combination.
of tattoos, a lot of teeth broken off at the gum line. The true face of America. And every time you open the gates, a few of the more aggressive ones are going to get through. The creme de la creme. The alphas. They're going to get through, they're going to find each other, and they're going to crossbreed. And pretty soon you have a melting pot. Child killers, corpse fuckers, drug zombies, and full-blown wackaloons. Wandering the landscape in search of truth and fun. Just like now. Everyone will have guns, everyone will have drugs, and no one will be in charge. Just like now. But at least we'll have a balanced budget.
That is the most elaborate breakdown on how to handle the budget. Hey, if you want to know how to balance the budget and keep the streets and the state safe, look to George Carlin. He has the blueprint. He has the blueprint, but 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna follow it. They're not gonna follow it at all. Because hell, the world today is still as chaotic as ever. And you could not balance that even if you tried. It's gonna take years of trying to balance it out. But you know what? This story, another one for the books. George Carlin, you massacred this one. And you are missed. But yo, man, I want to know what y'all thoughts are on George Carlin giving us the blueprint on how to balance the budget. Yo, was he spot on or what? But yo, let the comment section have it. And as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. And don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe. Come kick it with your boys. This one good solid time. And you already know what to do next, my peoples. Follow your boy on social media, right over yonder. And this here's your boy Blaze here saying check the deuce. And I will see y'all in the next video. And I'm out.